Hi, and welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. If you've followed my videos for a while, you know I've spent quite a bit of time on this old 1970s tri-hull, and it's been nothing but trouble. So today we're here to do one final ultimate upgrade that will make this boat better. That's right, it's gone! A fan generously decided to take the boat off my hands in return for something else in trade, so no more tri-hull. Now we've got all this empty space. What are we going to do with it? Let's see. Let's try this. Yeah, that looks a lot better. That's right, I've got a new boat. Well, obviously it's not new, this thing is almost 60 years old, but it sure looks a heck of a lot better than that last one. Look how stylish this thing is. It's got a few dents and dings. The previous owner ran into a few sandbars and parked it on some rocks, but supposedly it doesn't leak. We might have to investigate that. And then the best part about this is that the engine runs. So that is definitely a plus over the last boat that just had endless engine trouble. And this thing also has a cabin, so that is a huge plus. I was hoping to build a cabin onto that tri-hull I had, but this one already has one. So as near as I can tell, this thing is a 1962 Dorset Catalina, and it's about 17 feet long, so it's not actually much bigger than the last boat. But it's got all this space down inside. Most of this is original. I can barely stretch out in here. I have to go a little bit diagonally. Originally, I think these were designed with more space up under the bow, but this has a massive fuel tank in there. And again, there's a few dents and dings. The prior owner said that happened when he hit a rock and his wife went flying through the bulkhead, so we'll try not to do that. There's some storage. I think there's some mice in there. We'll have to clean those out. More storage space. Most of the cockpit is taken up by this engine. It's something a little special, so that'll be some fun. And we've got basic controls, got the ever-important cup holders, and we've got a fish finder. I'd like to replace this with something like a side scan sonar. Those are pretty expensive. We'll see if I can build one. I don't know, that's another video. Now this little bow hatch that I'm in is kind of interesting. It's not original, somebody hacked this in the 70s, but it adds kind of like a redneck sunroof to the thing. Yeah, it needs a little work, like a lot of things with this boat. It's not perfect, but hey, I like a project. As I said, the bow hatch has that giant fuel tank in it, and when we see the engine, you'll see why it needs such a giant fuel tank. So I'm really looking forward to actually spending some time aboard this boat and in this little cabin. I think it'll be great for getting out and doing some camping, pulling up on a sandbar along the Mississippi River, maybe going farther down the Mississippi River the way I hoped to do with that stupid tri-hull, but I just never trusted the engine on that enough to go anywhere with it. So I'm hoping this one works a little better and we can actually take it out and use it basically as a little floating camper. It even has a working, if somewhat antique stereo, as well as a working horn. Working cabin light. And here it is with the canvas cabin extension up, or mostly up. Got a few adjustments I need to make, but that doesn't look half bad. It's actually a full-on camper cruiser at this point. So even if it's raining, we can go blasting on down the river or just hang out and camp overnight. And this canvas is actually newer than the boat, so this is not the original 1960s canvas. It's got a few stains, a little bit of wear, but seems like it should be pretty good. And I can probably coat it with some tent waterproofing spray if I need to fix any leaks. Or if we just want a sunshade, we can put up this much of the canopy. Alright, so what have we got in this thing for an engine? I'm sure you're all wondering at this point. Well, the last boat had a 4-cylinder engine, and on this thing we've doubled that. We've got a V8 in there. This is a Chevy 350, and that right there is a jet drive. That's right, no more lower unit, no more gear linkages to fail, just a jet drive. So that is basically a V8 powered water pump. And that should make this thing move along pretty well. So there we go, new boat, hopefully a much better boat, definitely a much faster boat than anything else I have, including the airboat. So if anybody's really disappointed that I never got around to naming the old one, sorry about that, kind of gave up on that whole thing. We'll pick a name for this guy, we'll get it out on the water, and we'll have some fun this summer. So stay tuned for that. You can see all the stupid additions and improvements that I do to this, and you'll see where we end up going with it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.